Hello everyone. So today we are going to see collection mapping. So what is collection mapping? It is about the taking collection type properties in the entity class like list, set or map and storing the multiple element value in the child table linked with parent table mapped by entity class by forming the one-to-many association using the foreign key column. So collection mapping means taking the collection type properties like list, set, map in the entity class. So let's suppose if we have one employee. So employee has employee ID. So we can take property as integer employee ID. Next thing is employee have name. So we can take string name. But employee, if you want to store the name of the friends of employee, then we can't take this string integer double or other data types. So for that we need to use the collection. Like if I want to store the friends of the employee, I can take here list of string and I can store the friends of the employee. The next thing, if I want to store the employee card details like his Aadhaar card number, PAN card number, then we can take here map and key value pairs as string comma string. Here we can store Aadhaar and here we can give the number. Also in the key value pairs we can store PAN card and PAN card number. And next, if you want to store the projects of the employee, then we can take here a set of string and we can store the project that employee has. So for this we use the collection mapping. So in this, what will happen? For one collection variable, one child table is created. So for the list of strings, means for the friend's name, one table will be created. For this card information, another child table will be created, and for the projects, next third child table will be created, and that child table is created with the 2 or 3 columns. So where 3 columns come and where 2 columns come, let us see. So in the case of list and map, 3 columns will be there, 3 columns will be created, and in the case of set, 2 columns will be created. So let us see why the 3 columns will be created in the list and map and how and what are that columns. So first one is join column, that is foreign key. Next one is index or order column, that means in the case of list, the position. So let's suppose in the list we have the, let's suppose I have created here a table, you can see here. Here we take these properties, let us take this is employee ID, then employee name, then we take here list of string, friends, then cards and project. So here for friends this table will be created, then for cards this table will be created, and for projects this table will be created. Now whatever we have discussed in the list, the 3 table will be created, and map 3 table, and in the set 3 table will be created, means 3 columns, 3 columns will be created. In these 2, in the list and map 3 columns will be created, and in the set 2 columns will be created. And you can see that here this employee ID, employee ID, employee ID, this is a common, this is what, foreign key, and this is in the original this parent table, this is employee ID, this is a what, primary. So this employee ID in each child table will be created. Next, in the list we know that in the list every whatever element we store that have a position, that is the index. So for that position this column will be created. So if we store the friend names, you can store many names. So John, this will be at position 1. So Angela, this will be at position 1. If you want to add another friend, then that will be at position 2. So this one friend name column will be created and the position of that. So this is a way 3 columns will be created in the case of list. Then let us see about the map. So in the map, this employee ID is fixed, that is foreign key. The next one is key value pair. So in the map we have key value pair. So if we take the example that is for storing the card name, so card name we can say Aadhaar and number will be stored in the next column. So this is a way we have 3 columns in the case of map. That is, first one is foreign key, then key for the key one column and value for the value second column. And in the case of set, only 2 columns will be created. That will be, first is employee ID for the foreign key and next one is project, that whatever you take here a property, for that we can store here. So I hope you understood this. So collection mapping, it is about taking the collection type properties in the entity class like list, set, map, as we have seen. So and this is storing the multiple element values in the child table linked with the parent table. Child table linked with the parent table mapped by entity class by forming the one-to-many association using foreign key column. So as we have seen, for one collection variable, one child table is created and the child table is created with 2 or 3 columns. So 3 columns in the case of list and map and 2 columns in the set. And what are that column? In the set, one is foreign key, next one is whatever data. And in the list or map, one is foreign key, next index or order column and data column. So what are the annotation we have to use here? So first one is @element collection annotation given by JPA. So this annotation for what? Which create the child table for the every collection variable and links foreign key column with the parent table primary column. So we have to use the @element collection on the top of these variables, these collection variables on the top of this list, map and set. So what will this will do? Element collection, this will create these tables: employee friends, employee cards and project. And the table will be links foreign key column with the parent table primary key column. As you can see here in the employee tab, employee ID is a primary key and in these 3 tables this employee ID will be foreign key. This is a primary key and these are the foreign keys. Next, so this is the element @element collection. It creates the child table for the list. The next one is @collection table. So this annotation is for, in this we can give the child table name and the join column, that is foreign key column name. So I take here a same name whatever the parent table have, that you can change also this foreign key name, whatever foreign key column name. If you want to change another, you can take by using this what, collection table annotation. Next one is @column. So this is for the element column name, that is, in this you can see this employee project, this project name, that we can give by using this @column. Also in this case you can give C this card number by using column name, and this friend's name by using the column @ column. Next one is @order column. This is for the index column of the list. So @order column will be used for giving the position, this whatever index we have, that index stored in which column, that column name we can give by using this @order column. Next one is @map key column. So this is a for, as you can see, map key. So for in this image you can see that this friend name is a key. So for this column name you can use this @map key column. So let us see one of the example. So here I am using STS. So go to the file. Let me minimize this. Yes. Now go to the file, go to the new. Here we will create one Spring starter project, and here we'll give the name as Spring Boot collection mapping, Spring Boot Data JPA collection mapping. Then click on next, and here we have to give the dependencies as Lombok, and here we are using the MySQL database. So for that MySQL driver. Then next thing is Spring Data JPA. Then click on finish. So the project will be created. It will take some time to create our project. So here you can see this our project is created, Spring Boot Data JPA collection mapping. So first of all, in this SRC main resources, here you can see application.properties. So click on this application.properties. So here data source properties will give. So spring.data source.url. So here we are using the MySQL. So jdbc :mysql /localhost 3306. This is the port number of MySQL / jdbc :mysql /localhost 3306 /new, and this will be the schema name. So I have already created one schema. I am using here MySQL workbench. I have already created a schema with the name new. You can also create, here you can see create a new schema button. On that, clicking on that schema button, you can give the name and click on apply. So the schema will be created. So that schema name you have to give here, and this is the URL fix. That is jdbc :mysql /localhost 3306. This is the port number of your MySQL. The next thing we have to provide is spring.data source.user name. So at the time of downloading MySQL, whatever username and password you have given, that we have to give here. Also after that you have to give the password. So I am giving here my MySQL username and password. Next one is some JPA related properties, that is spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl. I will take here update. Update means what? If the table is already available, then it will not create that tables. If the table will be not already available, so in that case it will create the table. You can give also here what create. I will give create. So it will create the tables. If already the tables are present, then it will drop the table and new table will be created. And next thing I will take here spring.jpa.show SQL, that will be true. So this is for, this will show us the whatever the query executed, that query in the console. So this is done application.property. The next thing here, right click on this, then here go to the new, go to the package. So first of all we will create packages. So com.app. First package will be entity. So entity package will be created. Right click on this, go to the new, go to the package. Next package we will create as repo, that is for the repository. Right click on this, go to the new, go to the package, and for testing here we will use the runner. So for that I will create one package with the com.app.runner. So first thing, in the com.entity I will create one new, go to the class, here I will create one class called employee, then click on finish. So one class will be created with the name employee. Now here for the private integer employee ID, I will take here emp ID. Then for employee name, private string emp name, right? So for this mapping this class with the table, we have to take entity annotation, entity. So we have to import the java.x and javax.persistence.entity, and I want to take this as a primary key, so I will take @id. Next, so column name, you can give column, use this @column, and I want to take name as eid. Also for that I want to take column name as ename, and this table name I want to take table name as emp tab. And for creating getter and setter methods, @data annotation, @allRx for constructor, @noargs constructor. Next thing, as we have seen here, for storing the employee friends information, we have to take these variables, collection variables. So private, here private list of string friends. Next, for importing this, Ctrl+Shift+O, java.util.list will be imported. Next, for the private, for storing the employee card's name, private map of string comma string cards. Ctrl+Shift+O for importing java.util.map. Next one is for the project storing set of string projects. This, press Ctrl+Shift+O for importing this. Now this annotation we have to use. So @element collection, it will create a child table for the all the collection whatever you have. So on the top of every collection variable we have to give this @element collection. So go here, @element collection, @element collection, @element collection. So what will it will do? Element collection annotation given by JPA, which creates a child table for the every collection variable. It will create a child table for the every collection variable and links foreign key column with the parent table primary key column. Next annotation, @collection table. So for in that we can give the child table name and foreign key column name. So let us use this @collection table annotation. So @collection table. So in that what we have, the child table name and join column. As we can see, what we can give, emp_friend. So let us go here. In this, here what is the annotation? Name. So what is the child table name? emp_friends. So emp_friends. Next thing is join columns, @join column. We can give here name equals to, so join column name what we have taken here, employee ID. So same thing I will give here, employee ID. This is what foreign key column name, and this is child table name. Same thing is applicable for the below. So I will copy and paste here, copy and paste here. Now here we have to change the name. So in the case of map, what we we can take emp underscore cards. So I will change it to emp underscore cards, and foreign key I will take same. So sorry, here in the map we have to take here a cards, emp underscore cards, and in the projects what we take name emp underscore pros, emp underscore pros. So the child table will be created with the name this, and foreign key column name will be this employee ID. Now next thing, what is remaining? Let us see. So element column name, for this column we have to use. So this let us take from the bottom. So for the set whatever we have given up to this, first one is the name of the child table name and this foreign key. Then what is the remaining? This pros name will be remaining, so that we can give by using the @ column. So column and name. So what is the name in the set? Pros underscore pros name. So now this set is done. So let us see what is remaining in the cards. So as we can see in the image and this here, the child table name we have given and foreign key column name we have given. Child table name and column name we have given. These two are remaining. So for that, for the key we have to use this annotation @map key column. So let us go here. I will use this annotation @map key column and name. So what is the name we have given? This card name. So let me go here. Card name we can give here. This is done. Then what is remaining? This child name is given, this foreign key column name is given, this key column name is given also, and last thing, this is card number. So for that we have to use @column annotation. So @column name and card number. So all the three columns we have given. Now next thing is this employee underscore friends. So for this list, for the index we have to use this @order column. So for this position, whatever index position, for that what we have to use @order column. So let us go here, and in the list we can see I will give here @order column and name I will take here position. Next, what is remaining? This is child table name is done, this foreign key column name is also done, this position also done. Then remaining is friend name, that we can give by using @column. @column name equals to friend underscore name. So all the things are done here. So let us see. First table that will be created will be this emp underscore friends, and that will have three columns. First one is foreign key, that is employee ID. Next one is friend name, and last one is position. So child @element collection will create the child table. This table will be created. @collection table, in that the name of that table will be given as emp underscore friends, and the foreign key column name will be given as employee ID. Next one is order column, that will be the position of this, that means whatever index, let us take 0. Next one is friend column, column by using this will be created, let us take Sam, and whatever the ID, that let's suppose 101, that will be come here. Next in the table, in this next thing also one table will be created in the case of map, and here also 3 column will be created. This table will have the name emp underscore cards, and this will have the foreign key column name as employee ID. Next, that will have map key column name, that is card name. Next, that will have the card number. So employee ID, let us suppose 101, card name Aadhaar, and name 1234. This is about map. Next will be created. In the case of set, what we have discussed, only two columns will be there. So first one is for the foreign key, that is employee ID, we have taken name. Next one is pros name. So 101 P1. So these three tables will be created. Let us save this. This is done. Now next thing, we have to create repository. Right click on this repo package, go to the new, go to the interface. Here we will create one employee 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 repo z-tree and click on finish. So we have to import. So extends JPA repository for using the methods of this JPA repository. So in the first position, we have to give the our entity class name and primary key data type, that is integer. Control Shift O for importing. So this is the entity class name, whatever you have created in the this employee, and this is a data type of primary key, that is integer. You can see that integer. Next, we have to test this. So in the runner, earlier we have created package. Right click on this, go to the new and go to the class. I will create one test runner. So we have to implement from this command line runner CLR command line runner, and we have to override one method, add an implemented method, and make sure that you should give your @ component. So first here we have to take we will take here private employee repo z-tree repo @autowired. Control Shift O for importing this. Now we have to store the records. What we have to do? We have to store the records into this table. So what we will require, we can save by using repo.save. We can use by using this repo.save. So we will give here new employee, and in the employee you can see we taken here all args constructor. So the constructor will be created with all the arguments. So employee ID, employee name, employee friends, cards, and projects. So if I will take the employee ID as 101 and employee name, whatever we have taken, Sam. Next thing is we have to take here a friend list map and at the end set. So we have to create this list map and set. So I will create here list of string list equals to arrays dot as list. So I will store the friend's name, what we have taken, John and Angela. Control Shift O for importing list and employee java.util.list. Next thing is I will comment it friends name. Next thing is map. So in the map, whatever what we are storing the card information. So I will cards info. So map of string comma string. I will take here map equals to map of this first one. What is the key? Aadhaar. And what will be the value? 1 2 3 4. The next, what is the key? PAN. What will be the value? MK34. This is done. So card information will be also stored, Aadhaar and PAN, this friend's name. Next remaining is project name. So for that, project names, here set of string, set equals to set of. So what are the project name? I will give here P1 comma P2. So all the things are done. List, map and set. So this will be stored into the table. So first of all, what will done? The table will be created. After that, repo.save. So it will store the tables. And for this collection variables, for the list, map and project, this child table will be created and this information will be stored. So now let us execute this. So I will go to this main and press Ctrl F11. Ctrl F11. Spring Boot app, run as Spring Boot app. Click on OK. So let us see what we will get here. So what happened here? It is creating the tables. So the tables are created. So I will go to the MySQL workbench, and if I click on, earlier there was no table in this new schema. So if I refresh here, you can see that the tables are created, that are the employee tab, employee project, employee friends, employee cards. So first thing, I will click on this employee tab. So here we can see 101 SAM, as we have discussed. 101 SAM in the EMP tab is created. Next, I will click on what was the next one, employee friends. So in the employee friends, I will click on this employee friends. So here you can see 101, this is foreign key, and friend name John and index 0, Angela 1. So as we have discussed, John, foreign key, friend name and position, this will be created. Next one, friends is done. Next one, we have to see cards. So in the emp underscore cards, so first one, this foreign key 101, this customer, card name Aadhaar and card number 1234, PAN and number, as we have discussed. EMP card name, card number is also created. Last one is employee underscore project. So in the project you can see 101 P1 P2, as we have discussed, P1 P2 is created. So we successfully done this collection mapping. Now in the test runner, I want to fetch the data. So for that, I will use here repo dot find all and for each system dot out colon println. So and If I run this again, then again the table will be created as we have taken here Hibernate DDL auto as create. So again the table, same table, first of all that will be drop and again that will be created. So let us execute this. So I will press here Ctrl F11. Here we can see. So here you can see dropping the tables, then again it will create the table because we have given DDL auto as create. So first of all it will drop, then it will create that and the table will be stored. So insert, we can see insert operation, and so here we are getting the error. So up to this will be work fine, but after that the select query, that is in the test runner what we have done, find all. So for fetching this data we are getting this error. So up to this it will be create store, it will store the data and create table. You can see here, if I refresh, the tables will be created as earlier we have seen. That is, first one is emp tab, employee friend, then card and project. So but after this select operation we are getting this error. So for fetching the data we have to use this spring.jpa.properties.hibernate.animal underscore lazy underscore load underscore no underscore this trans. That this I will copy this, and in this, in the application.properties, this key value pair we have to give for fetching this data and printing in the console. For this specific, for printing in the console whatever the table data we have to give this property spring.jp.properties.hibernate.animal underscore lazy underscore load underscore no underscore trans equals to true. Now if I run this again, we will not get the error and we are able to see the data of our table. So I will press here Ctrl F11. Now again it will drop the tables and create the tables, and we will be able to see the data in our tables. So dropping the tables and creating the tables. Then after that it will alter the tables and it will insert the data into that tables. So alter, and next the query is insert and select. So here in this we can see that there is no error and we are able to see the employee information. So employee ID 101, employee name Sam, and friends, so we are stored in the list. So for that we are getting these friends. Next one is map. Cards, we taken it as map. So cards key value pairs Aadhaar and this PAN are these. Next, last one is project, that will be the set. So P1 P2. So we are able to see the whatever data we have saved. So this is a way we can use this collection mapping. So if you like this video, you can hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I have already created some videos on Spring Boot. The link of that videos I will give in the description. From that playlist you can see the videos.